Okie dokie everybody, welcome back to me versus Hogwarts. My name's Daniel, and as the title of the video says, we're going to go and do the first trial. Just been doing a load of collectibles, as riveting as that is. A load of exploration ones. Just unlocked the white one. Be more relevant moving forward. Popped a couple of balloons, just a few. A couple of them. Actually know what that one is. Slowly getting there with the field guide pages. A little bit of an upgrade on a slot. That was new. I won't, but I'll say that I'm going to remember that. Probably need to read these a little bit more often. What else we got? Been gathering a few things in the room of requirement, and just unlocked level 22. Don't think I've changed anything else in here since the last time. Apart from that. To head off and do this trial. Hopefully, it's all going to go according to plan. And I'm tired today. This morning. Let's wait here, shall we?
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Revelio.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis. Well done.
How long? Someone there? How no?
Confringo.
Let's get this over with.
Confringo.
Depulso.
Tego.
Oops.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Petrificus Totalis.
Revelio.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Taste goblin silver.
Potato.
Rather unwise coming back this way.
You there you are.
Stupefy.
Pity, not quite.
Fringo. Potato.
Who do you think you are?
Leviosa.
Utterly pitiful display. Confringo.
You are my... I've been fighting since before you were born.
Leviosa. You don't know who you're playing with.
Was that your best?
You think this is funny? Descendo. Levioso.
Confringo.
Easily diverted. Not
Leviosa.
quite.
Accio.
Losing you. Oh, that was meant for me?
Levioso.
Little spells glance off of me.
Leviosa.
Oh. You can't stop us.
Descendo.
Leviosa.
Confringo.
Shield back really well.
Confringo.
Leviosa.
A miss.
Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio.
Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
How on earth could they have known about this place?
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
I'm never going to.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Oh, I thought that was money.
Revelio.
It's a cup.
Revelio.
There's some blades outside. Morning, Shannon. How you doing?
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
How many
Revelio.
times am I going to die today, Shannon?
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Just reading your message, Shannon. Yep, I'm pretty convinced I died at least once or twice on super easy. I don't know whether I've got enough potions at this point, but yeah, we'll soon find out. What's the worst that can happen? Loads of statues in it.
Revelio.
Couldn't have been another piece of like super duper armor just before we go into this fight.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
You guys gonna wake up anytime soon? Definitely that side.
Revelio.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Morning. Ow.
Confringo. Tego. Confringo. Revelio.
What have the Keepers planned for me?
Something tells me you want me to go this way. So I need to go this way first. Don't appear to be on timer.
Revelio.
These look familiar.
Accio.
There's no ring over there.
Revelio.
To
Accio. Revelio.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
quiet you. Nothing changed if you go that way. Great.
Accio.
More statues.
3, 4.
Confringo. Revelio.
Not a stressful situation at all. It's okay. It's all good.
Accio. Revelio.
Do this. I need to get that through the portal.
Accio.
Leave. Could always be wrong.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Accio.
Beat up.
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Accio.
Need to
So
stand
that's
on
it.
that side.
I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Shh.
Accio.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio.
Yeah, really good guards, those two statues on the bridge.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Revelio.
Yeah, that's two.
Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. 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 Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Confringo.
I forgot how many enemies were there.
Revelio.
Wow. And I only got hit once? Twice, maybe? I can't remember. Unfortunately, easier.
Accio.
It's not there.
Accio.
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Accio.
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
Shh. Wait. I want the chest.
Accio.
What if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other? That ought to work.
Well, I tried that. Wouldn't let me move.
Accio.
Aha. That's what I wanted to do.
if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other? That ought to work.
Accio! Revelio.
Probably gonna want those in a minute. I just need
Revelio.
close the door. Can't take any more potions. You're saying I'm gonna have to hurt myself just so I can open that chest up. Don't think we got anything that's gonna make it any better than we had. Can't even drink one now. 25's obviously the limit, so... Hi guys.
I like the look of this.
Thank you. I'm not counting that. I got pushed off the edge. I'm not counting it. Try again. I can see how this is going to go now.
Don't like the look of this.
Protego! Stupefy!
He's not big enough. That's more like the guy I'm trying to kill.
Accio. Leviosa. Confringo. Leviosa. Confringo. Leviosa. Confringo. 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 Accio. Leviosa. Confringo. 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 Potato. Confringo. Leviosa.
Nice.
What a relief.
Oh my god. I'll count that one. Wow. Forget how much harder they get.
Revelio.
Another pensive.
Easy. Let's do it easy. Okay, no talking from me.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Probably by the big bright door just over here. Look.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
It's only a potion. Our map chamber. Trial complete. Looking forward to the next ones.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
That there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies, yes, sir.
Before you go,
I go.
Professor?
have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path.
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Back in the common room. Why, thank you. Not gonna level me up. That's rude. So, first thing I'm going to need to do is get these guys identified. I need to some here.
I should ask...
Come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience.
Revelio.
I believe that
Earliest
we may be
convenience
able
is an
to
hour ago.
help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
That is not where I intended to go. There's stuff in these common rooms.
Revelio.
That's it. I'm making good progress with these tokens.
I have to place each one individually.
This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely. Another house token for the house chest.
Revelio. What are you up to now?
World. So, what have we got mission-wise? Want that one. Want that one. Let's go and do that, that, and that.
Just reading your comment. They should just auto-place everything.
Revelio.
I will eventually get all of these field guide pages, but not right now. Shame you can't kill him. Really irritating. Very loud.
Revelio.
Probably why he became a ghost in the first place.
I only speak up in classes where the teacher doesn't lead up.
The longest way I could possibly get there. Especially as there's a fast travel system. Come on.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Revelio.
You. What? Hi.
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
Remember when I started doing this and it was like, it was easy and you only had one button to press? This is what I meant. As an idiot.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking the classes to the rest.
Yeah, I've got a much better place to practice that in a minute. There's a reason I had
Assignments all
them
finished.
ready, because I was going to use them in the last fight and never did. Too busy dodging. And if I was the library.
Yes.
Oh, in case you never spotted it. There's a secret chest behind the door. These.
And you know Weasley would never expel you.
Yes, well, you might expel me.
Where are you going? You're going over there. Temporarily, can we put you in that spot? Thank you.
Reading can be as magical as any spell.
Glacius. Revelio.
There's a chest here. And that is one of the very, very few times I've used Glacius. Can you? What's the chances of standing up? Thank you. Key. Before I forget that there's a key there. embarrass myself again doing these. Or not, apparently. Get out of the way, stupid stairs.
That watching plants grow could be so interesting.
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse.
Potions. Figured as I've got most of the spells on camera now, I should do the rest of the spells on camera.
My father said. That's the last time I have a potion idea that I don't.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom.
That I will, because I have never used it.
And that is it. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction. As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Can stay where it is, I think.
There was something else.
Range spell that takes up the same slot as a red fiery ball of death. That's fine. I can do that bit off camera. That is what I want to do. That is also what I want to do. You still there, Shannon? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Beast class or stealthy, sneaky, Alahomora? Done. Yeah, that way.
I can't believe Black is still there.
I'll do this and then I'll probably spend the rest of my time going around sorting beasts out. Because how is that still here? Why are you still here? Surely you should have despawned. Thank you. I was going to go and show you the room of requirement, but we'll be there soon.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
What do you want from me? Seriously?
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Go and play with some putty tats.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing. Oh.
doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere
like
near
it.
this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the measles just as you did with Gerald.
Just let me this on the pen. This one. Yeah. You can have.
Her measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
No, I want to play with the dodo birds. That one needs food. That one needs a brush. You need a brush. You need food. Fine.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Hi, there's another person here.
You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well, lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Four people watching. Wow. Hi. Hello. This is more people than I've ever seen, ever, in my entire life. Where am I going? What was I doing? We need to go to Room of Requirement. For many, many, many reasons. One is for this. One is so that I can show you my my garden. Might have a few plants. also hoping that was going to spark the next mission. But apparently not. Sorry, not sorry, Shannon. Great, thank you. Thank you so much. What's next? Oh, we've still got time. We've still got lots of time. Nothing else in here that's exciting. Yeah, yeah. Secret passageway. Hello, Mora. I want it. Because I haven't got the other thing I want.
Imelda Reyes is on her way.
So much easier if you can fly around this place. I know where I'm going, honest.
Wouldn't be surprised if
Revelio.
That's rude. Disappearing before I get there. Yeah, we can go up these stairs. That's the same direction.
Hello again. Were you able to get the honeydew?
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Pardon me, but I wonder if I might speak with you.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
That's very loud. Doesn't need to be.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Oh, there's 5 on this one. Boom. Obviously after, once you've unlocked the spell the first time, there is a level 2 and a level 3 upgrade. You don't need to learn the spell second and third time, which is great.
Accio! Alohomora.
And this doesn't get any more complicated. Ding. Done.
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on. This is
Alohomora.
That was easy.
Revelio.
sorts of places you can get to now. Yes, yes, yes.
Revelio.
How are your students getting on?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll...
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Rude. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have one. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marks in Professor Hecat's class are superb. I don't think that's what that class is for.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Are you gonna just stand there? Or are you gonna... somewhere... anywhere else?
There are no students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
Rude. And how am I supposed to get past if you're just standing there? It's okay.
Revelio.
Just send me right the way back down to the bottom again. super useful.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season. I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
And now you're free to walk about the bit that was restricted. You come up here and do whatever you like, whenever you like. But I should be doing that. Probably behind the scenes. What have we got now? That's easy. Acquire all 3 combat plants simultaneously. missions? Nothing else coming? Sounds like it. Sounds like it. So, I think I'll leave that for next time round. Work on that behind the scenes. Work on that behind the scenes. Definitely work on that behind the scenes. There's only one other thing that I thought about doing. Which was that? What's that? Let's leave that. It's only walking through a passageway. I may or may not decide to do that next time round, but we'll see. I think I'm going to stop there today because I actually have Ark to play this weekend. They finally fixed it, and I need to catch up on a lot. A lot. Where's my little stuff on? That's super helpful. Yeah, so I should be doing that. My weekend's slightly different this weekend as well, because I've actually got Sarah off today rather than tomorrow. So she's been downstairs doing bits and pieces whilst I'm on stream. And then she'll be working tomorrow, so there's a chance that if I feel like it, I'll be streaming something tomorrow, because I've got an extra day to do it. I think there's something going on in 2 weekends' time, but I'm not too sure, so that might change later on down the line. But apart from that, I think I'm going to finish for today. I shall say goodbye, and I shall see you when I see you. Might be tomorrow, so it might be next Saturday. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream today, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your days and your weekend. I will see you definitely next week. Take it easy.